Raise your hand if you're ready for my August thrift haul. I am! I was actually kind of nervous at the end of my last thrift haul video when I said that the August one was going to be really great, because I'm like, what if it's not really great? But I think it did pretty good, and you're going to think it's pretty great. Let's find out. I will start off with a board game, because those are always my favorite. So I found this 1981 gem called Bargain Hunter. It's like someone just watched my thrift haul videos and then made a game about me. I've been looking for this for a few years. This is really rough shape, but hoping it's still just as fun to play. Now I just need some friends to play it and I'll be all set. My next favorite thing would have to be clothes. So I got a t-shirt with the quote that says, really, really ridiculously good looking. And I hope you know what movie that's from. It's from Zoolander, which I love any movie or TV show or person in general that makes as many references to the 80s as I do. So I definitely like that movie. Clearly very quotable. So speaking of movies, I picked up a couple VHS tapes. One of them is Bone Chillers. Gotta be honest, I know it's a book series, but I didn't know it was a video series, from the 90s. But it had the, Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps 5, which I love those. And the other movie I got is called Wish Upon a Star, which was one of Katherine Heigl's earlier cheesy teen films. It was one of those classic body switching movies where the sisters switch places. That sounds like a terrible idea. Okay, moving away from movies for a second, the next thing I have is an oversized cup with Care Bears on it. It's not vintage, but it's cute, so who cares? I have a few things that I want to talk about together because I went on a vacation. I went down south. I was actually in Tennessee, but we took a day trip to Scottsboro, Alabama. And if that sounds familiar to you, that's because that is where, just forgot the name, the Unclaimed Baggage Center is. There's been TV specials about it, and Oprah loves it, so if Oprah loves it, I gotta try it. While I didn't have any luck at the actual Unclaimed Baggage Center, there was tons of antique stores and thrift stores in Scottsboro itself. It was a very small town though. So I got a pair of shoes, but before I show them to you, they do have a little bit of a story. So the problem that I had with Unclaimed Baggage Center was that everything felt too new. Everything had a tag on it, and it was kind of overpriced. And I really had to wonder if any of it was actually from Unclaimed Baggage. I mean, maybe it was, people do a lot of shopping when they're on vacation. So the other thrift stores that were in the town basically got leftovers from the luggage center. That's what I'm thinking anyways. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not a local. I mean, that could be good and bad. It was good for me because I found a pair of shoes that were brand new, and because they were at not the Unclaimed Baggage Center, and they were at, I want to say it was the Salvation Army. I got them for $4. What? They might be too shiny for the camera, I don't know, but they're just silver glitter, and then they're sneakers, and they've got a little bit of a chunk. That's not what it's called. Platform. They've got a bit of a platform. Then the other things that I found, I want to say they were at the Goodwill, were a book about Hulk Hogan and all the people that he's wrestled, like the Junkyard Dog, Captain Lou Albano, Andre the Giant, Roddy Piper, just all the greats. I thought it looked really good with my Hulk Hogan action figure that I got a few months back. It's like they're meant to be together. Then I got a necktie with dinosaurs on it, which might seem random unless you really, really know me and my YouTube history. You'll know that I did a YouTube channel called The Sheldon Show for 7 years, and it may just come back one day. And if it does, I'm going to need some sweet ties like this. Not to break any hearts, but I don't actually have any plans of bringing The Sheldon Show back right now. But never say never. And the last thing would be really cool. It would be the Babysitter's Club movie soundtrack, but I made a big mistake. While at the store, I real quick picked the CD up, checked it out, thought it looked great, put it back, bought it. Then later, I was in the car and I was looking at my purchases again, in that whole thrifting afterglow. You're like, look at what I bought. And I looked at the CD again, and I was like, that doesn't say Babysitter's Club. It said Leanne Rimes. I do not like the music of Leanne Rimes. So I ditched the CD and just kept the case. The case is still cool too, I guess. All in all, Scottsboro, Alabama was okay. I would recommend going to the Unclaimed Baggage Center, not because, it's kind of like the ultimate thrift store, but because in the lobby is an 80s artifact that you won't see anywhere else. It is Hoggle from the movie Labyrinth. It's like his puppet is there in all of its 80s glory. You just never know what you'll find in the middle of nowhere. Because also earlier than that, I was in the lobby of a building and they have a Zoltar machine. My one regret from that vacation is that I didn't have money to try the Zoltar machine. I'll never get to grow up to be Tom Hanks now! On a better note, I bought a pair of denim shorts. These were on my thrifting wish list, like the thrifting wish list that I talked about in my last video. I feel like I just said that weird. Anyways, I got them. And you might notice the price tag says $10, and that doesn't seem like something Hannah Ruff would spend on a pair of shorts. There's a reason for that. I was on vacation and I really wanted shorts. I really wanted these shorts. And I was actually at a Plato's Closet, so it was consignment store prices. And they're not always that cheap, so I was willing to splurge for a wish list item. Should I have washed them after I bought them? In my last video, I talked about listening to Pat Benatar. There was a good reason for that. That is because I got volume 1 and 2 of the greatest hits of Pat Benatar. So I've been listening to a lot of Pat Benatar. I also got We Started Nothing by the Ting Tings. I think this is like the only thing I thrifted that was made in the last 10 years. Then also on repeat in my CD player is the Clueless soundtrack. There's nothing clueless about this, it's just really cool. And I want to say a favorite song on here, but they're all my favorite. Then I got some cassettes. This one is Depeche Mode. This one is Huey Lewis and the News. And this one, surprise, surprise, it's Billy Joel. I probably sound like a broken record because I feel like I talk about Billy Joel in every video. Deal with it. Oh, and then the last CD I got is not music. It's actually Girl Talk, the CD-ROM game for your computer. I did check this one before I bought it, and it really is Girl Talk. I haven't played it yet, but oh my gosh, it looks so awesome! I just love Girl Talk. Both the book and board game series, and also just the activity. I feel like I have to show this next. This is A Smart Girl's Guide to Boys Surviving Crushes, Staying True to Yourself, and Other Heart with an Arrow Through It stuff. I don't know what that means, but hopefully I'll learn what that means by the end of the book. This is by American Girl. My Canadian friends probably have no idea what that is. But basically everything I know about boys in my body I learned from American Girl. I don't think I'm exactly its target audience, but I am single and 25. So I'm going to read this cover to cover, and then I'm going to memorize all the content, and then I'm going to be a boy expert. So watch out, boys. This other book I got looks like it'd be by American Girl, but it's not. But it's Diary Girl Notes. It's just tear out pages of paper that you'd write notes on to your friends. So, you know, pretty much what the title says. And if I haven't already managed to lose all of my male viewers, I did get a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles postcard book. Cowabunga, dude. Just a couple more things, and I'm trying to save the best for last. One of the last things is the jacket that's back there on the mannequin. Scored it at a church garage sale for $1. I seem to have good luck getting jackets at church garage sales. Then at a different garage sale that was run by my local theater, they were getting rid of a bunch of their vintage costumes, and it was all really amazing. And I managed to walk out with nothing more than a necklace. Ooh. If that's not personal restraint, then I don't know what is. And the last thing I got, I am so excited about, and you guys are probably going to think it's really lame, but I got 4 1980s era Montgomery Ward catalogs. Yep, saying it out loud, that really sounds lame. But you should know by now that I collect old magazines and that I love the 80s, and you might remember from a thrift haul, I don't know, it was sometime last year, I had bought a whole stack of catalogs like these at a garage sale. They wanted $5 a piece, and they had basically been rotting in a garage since the 1970s, and they just reeked of mothballs. Well, update, still haven't gotten rid of that smell. And as nice as it is, don't bother leaving comments down below with how to get rid of smells, because I have honestly tried everything. It's sad, but you know, lesson learned. I will never buy anything that smells like mothballs again. But anyways, these don't smell like mothballs, so that's always a plus. I found them all at the same place, the same store. I was like, oh gosh, those look heavy. You know, my arms were like, no, but my heart was like, yes. They were a little more than I wanted to pay, but they don't smell, and they are 1980s, which the other ones I got were like 1960s, so not really my era. But I already love them, and they're absolutely priceless to me. Well, friends, this is where I leave you. This is the end of the video. I wish it could go on forever, but that would be really obnoxious and I would probably lose my voice. So I'm just going to stop here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you thought, especially if you've also been to Scottsboro, Alabama. What did you think of the thrifting there? Did I do it wrong? If you have not already, be sure to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up so that I know that you liked it, and I will keep doing more videos like it. And hopefully I will see you guys again very soon. My next favorite thing would have to be clothes. You know, board games and clothes, and what else do you need in life?